Good to have you with us, captain of Newcastle United, and of course Big Meeks is with us as well. Listen, it's fantastic to have you with us. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate your time. Captain of Newcastle on a night like this, them being back in the Champions League, it has to feel like a proud night for you personally, does it? Yeah, it's massive. I think you see the occasion already. 20 years since Newcastle was last in the competition, so it's going to be a special night for everybody involved with the club. Anxious? No, I'm not anxious. This is why you play football. You want to play against the best teams, the best players. This is where we want to be, so really excited. You're confident, aren't you? Come on, Kieran. No, you've always got to be confident, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? But no, we're playing at home. We've got a great crowd. And we need to go in that game with the mindset to win. This game's no different. You're coming into the game with that mindset, but what type of mindset is your son coming into the game with? I had a little word with him before. I said, don't look at me in the tunnel. But no, he's, kids, he's football mad. How's it going to be for you coming up? We'd all probably agree, yourself, your manager's mentioned this, the best player in the world is coming here, he's probably going to be up against you. How are you feeling? Confident. I am, honestly, I played against them many times in my career. These are the challenges that you want as a footballer. You want to play against the best players, the best teams. And it's going to be a challenge tonight, but a challenge that I'm ready for. How are you preparing? Explain that for anybody at home, sorry, because we just saw the picture of your son, who I'm assuming is called Jacob, because you've got the tat on your hand. And he is a huge Kylian Mbappe fan, and said that he doesn't want to walk into the game with you tonight. He wants to walk in with Kylian Mbappe instead. And that's what he said to me, and I said, if we're in the tunnel, don't look at me. But no, he's football mad, and Mbappe is his favourite player. Has he asked for the shirt? He did. No, he has. No, he did ask for his shirt, but I just said to him I'll try, but my focus is on the game, of course. Can I just talk to you about the transition? Because obviously we was at the academy at Man City together. I didn't make it because of you. Oh, don't tell him that! Come on. Please, take it back. And then you go to Burnley and have a stormer, go to Spurs and then go Atletico and win the league over there. But now you're playing Champions League with Newcastle. From where you started to where you've come, how good does that feel? No, it feels great. I wouldn't change anything in my career. As players, we've all had setbacks, and it's how you bounce back from them. I've had plenty in my career. I've faced a lot of challenges, and it's just about believing in yourself, and that's all I've done throughout my whole career. So when I arrived there, it's all about believing. I never thought we'd be in this position so soon, but I think we've earned the right, especially last season, to be here now. And it's about showing everybody what we can do as a team. Can I ask you a question? We've all played here in this stadium, and we know how wild this crowd can go. We know the place, Newcastle. What's it been like in Newcastle coming up to get this game here? It's been crazy. When I'm taking my kids to school, and when you actually live here, the supporters are unbelievable. Proud, and it's it's a football city. They're all crazy, and yeah, you can't move anywhere in Newcastle without them talking about this game tonight. I guess I was going to go back to what Micah had said about the journey that you've been on personally in football. You said publicly that you took a pay cut to come to Newcastle. Yeah. Why did you want to be here so bad? No, my main motivation was my family, because when you're abroad, it's difficult, and my son was struggling a little bit in school and stuff, so family comes first, and sometimes as a player you've got to be realistic where you can go, and I didn't think I'd go to a Man City's or wherever, and Newcastle was in the north, and I just thought, why not? I'm ready for the challenge and the battle. Is this a happy chapter for you? Sorry? Is this a happy chapter for you? No, it's a happy chapter, of course it is. And in my career, I have no regrets. I never look back, and I always believe in every decision that I make in football. He's got a big job tonight. He does. He does have a big job. We spoke about that, but the other guy against him, Mbappe's got a big job against him. You going forward, the amount of assists that you've got since you come here, certainly up there with some of the best players that we see in Europe, and look at that. That's just this season. That's nice, Kieran. No, it's nice, and of course you need to worry about your opposition, but Paris have got full of top quality players, but we're playing at home. I don't want to be sit back and just worried about Mbappe. I want to be getting forward and trying to cause damage to the other end. Well, on the back of those stats, you said you took a wage drop. You must be taking a wage increase now on the back of that. You've got to go in, haven't you? Hey. I've got to go in now and prepare now. We're out in 10 minutes. I thought you'd be suited and booted. It's Champions League. I can't change. I just can't. I'm comfortable in this. Might not look great, but I'm comfortable in it, and good. I have to be that way for the game. How do you feel ahead of a night like tonight? It's what you do and the team you put out, and well, I hope so. I agree. But he's not like Micah.
There's only one. Very important. There's only one. There can be no other.
Thank God.
Before we go into tonight, do you remember when we met, when you came to Florence? It was training. He came down and watched a bit of training, and I went to Villa, had options afterwards and whatnot, and I thought he'd come for me, do you know what I mean? He was giving me the sweet talk, I like the way you play football, the way you join it, the way you defend. And when he had a chance to get me on a free, he binged me.
He wouldn't work in one of your teams, would he?
Well, what happened was I liked him before I went, and then when I watched him train, I put a line through him.
But anyway, how are you feeling tonight? Massive, massive game for you today.
Yeah, we're excited. We want to perform well. I hope we've prepared the team well. I think we're ready for the test. The stadium's electric already without everyone in it. So, yeah, we're ready.
Tactically, what are you looking to do today in terms of, because we know it can be, we see the team here, and Trippier, he mentioned briefly that he's going to do the same job. He's up against Mbappe tonight, but he still wants to go forward. Is that something you're looking to do, play the same way?
Well, it depends where he plays. We're not 100% sure at this moment in time what position he's going to play, whether Mbappe will play more centrally or whether he'll play off the left. We've prepared for both. So, yeah, their team sheet's quite interesting. They've made a couple of changes. I think gets a little bit more height in their team as well. So we won't really know until we kick off. But we've got our plans in place. Hopefully we can just be ourselves, and our recent form's been very good, and we need to carry that on.
How pleased are you with the recent form? Because obviously there's a couple of results that didn't go your way, and then you seem to have got it back lately. I mean, that'll really help the atmosphere and certainly the confidence, not just from your team, but also the supporters coming to this game tonight.
Yeah, it's a really good response to what was a really tough start for us. The Liverpool game was a really tough one for us to take. I don't think we responded well to it initially, but since then, players have been magnificent, and I think it really helps coming into these games if you're in good form.
Just talk about the crowd, the supporters, the Newcastle supporters, because we're going to bang on about how good they are. How much of a help are they going to be for you today?
Well, they'll be a help if we can get them in the game, and I always think that's our responsibility. So we need to show good body language, good intent. We need to show that we're here to attack, and we need to try and make them a real feature in the game. We're going to do that with our energy and intensity. So that's down to us, and then I know the crowd will follow us.
Particularly these next two games become super important for you, right? Because you're at home for this game against PSG, then at home against Borussia Dortmund, then you've got those two massive fixtures away from home.
Yeah, our home form is going to be crucial in this competition. We know that, as I said, the power of the supporters, we've got to use that and harness that in every way that we can. So, yeah, two massive games for us coming up.
Eddie, he mentioned about you going to watch him. You know, when he was a player, we were actually in the same under-21 squad a long time ago. Any reflections, any thoughts? It didn't go particularly well, that tournament, did it?
For who?
Both of us.
No, it was, I think for me, coming out of League One, it was a real eye-opener. And being your teammate was a real privilege and an honour. And yeah, it didn't go great for me at the time. For me and for the team, because we got knocked out, I think, after the group stages. But yeah, coming from League One, that was a brilliant experience for me at a really young age.
All right. Well, thank you for those kind words. We'll make sure we get that clipped up for the socials, please.
Listen, we're so grateful for your time. Thank you so much. Best of luck this evening. Good to see you.